Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd do this makeup tutorial for you without using any brushes. I did use my fingers and my damp sponge, my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge, which I love so much. So I'm starting off with my Bobbi brand corrector as always, and I wear this in the shade Deep Peach. I'm just using my fingers to apply it to my under eye area, just where I want to neutralise any dark circles, and I'm just blending it all out with my damp sponge. Then I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This is actually my first time using this foundation and so far I'm loving it. It's the perfect shade match to my skin. It has just the right amount of yellow undertone, but I haven't worn it for long enough for me to give a full review of it. I'm just using this on the flat side of my Real Techniques sponge and I'm just bouncing that all around my face and over my eyelids too, just to get rid of any discoloration. Next I'm going in with my concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. I'm just applying this just over my dark circles and again blending it out with my damp beauty blender. To highlight my face, I'm using the Maybelline Eraser Eye, I think that's what it's called, concealer. I'm just applying this underneath my dark circles in a triangle shape on my forehead and down the bridge of my nose and blending it out with my damp sponge before I set it with a bit of powder. I don't like to bake my under eye area as I just feel like that really enhances my dry skin and the concealer and powder end up looking really cakey, so I'm just applying a minimal amount of powder. Moving on to eyebrows, I'm using this NYX Micro Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Espresso. I think this is the perfect match to my hair colour, and although I do normally prefer to use a gel or a brow pomade just because I prefer a stronger brow, I really like how soft my eyebrows look. I'm just going to go in with the spoolie that's on the other end just to comb through any excess product and then go in with my NYX Eyebrow Gel. Again, this is in the shade Espresso and I find that it really helps to define the hairs and just make them look a little bit more natural while setting them in place. I'm then going in with this Estee Lauder cream eyeshadow in the shade Cosmic. I'm just applying that using my ring finger and I'm just blending it out and going slightly over the crease. I find that cream eyeshadows are so easy to use. You don't necessarily need to use a brush, but you can do if you want to. Next I'm moving on to mascara, and as per usual I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash, which I just love. I feel like the eyes are missing something, so I'm going to go in with my Lancome eyeliner pencil, and this is just black. I think it's called the Kohl Hypnose. I'm just tight lining my eyes and running it along my waterline too, but underneath I'm only taking it about halfway because I still want my eyes to look quite wide and awake, so I don't want to take it all the way across. Then I'm going in with this Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting palette. I've never used this one before and I think this might be in the shade Medium or Tan. I'm not too sure, but I will leave it down below in the description box. I'm just picking up that colour with my finger and I'm running it along my cheekbones, on my temples and all across my hairline. I've also just applied a tiny bit on the sides of my nose just to contour my nose a little bit before blending it out with my damp sponge. For my blush, I'm using this MAC cream blusher in the shade Optimistic Orange. I have a really bad feeling that this is now discontinued, and although it does look really scary, as you can see, it doesn't translate as bright orange on the face. It blends out really nicely and just kind of gives me a little bit of colour back into my skin. I just want to blend it in with that contour. I'm then going in with this Kiko Wet and Dry eyeshadow. I love this as a highlighter. It is just gorgeous. I'm taking it straight from the pan on the pointed end of my damp sponge and applying it to the highest points of my cheeks and along the brow bone, the inner corners of my eyes, just to highlight them slightly, my cupid's bow and on the bridge of my nose. Lastly, I'm going in with this Maybelline Colour Drama lip pencil, and this is in the shade Keep It Classy. And this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!